If you want to know if your Moreman liquidator is set up right and that your rubber is in tight, just put my towel away. Sorry. If you want to know that your rubber is in right and that everything is positioned the way it should be, look at both sides of the glass and see if you're getting detail-free window cleaning on both sides. If you're leaving nothing behind, then you know that your clips are in the right spot. They're pushing down on the rubber, and that you're not going to leave anything behind. So here's what I like to do. Let me just wet this down. It's starting to get dry. I probably should have wet it. But do your cut in on the top. Come down. Look, detail free. Swing back up over here. Come down, leaving nothing behind. And then just gonna fan your middle, whatever you want to call it, dive bombing. Everybody calls it something different. But there you go. Detail-free results. This is what it all comes down to. If you don't set up the squeegee right, the liquidator right, you're gonna get shitty results. If you're complaining about this tool, it's because you don't know how to fucking set it up. Literally. Just set this shit up properly. Watch a fucking video. Take your time. Don't get frustrated. And go through the learning curve of using this tool. You know? And that's the thing. I think it's the same problem with the guys who don't like water-fed pulling. They're so used to doing things that they're good at that they don't want to go through a learning curve where they actually suck at something. And what ends up happening is they get frustrated. They don't want to become a beginner again, and therefore they just say it sucks and they never learn it. You know, I listened to a guy by the name of David Goggins. You may have heard of him. Dude's a freak, and he's done like ultra marathons, ran like 200 miles. Just did crazy shit. Was a Navy SEAL, and one of the things that I heard him say on a podcast was he started jumping out of planes and to put out fires, like to put out wildfires. And he said, you know, he wrote a book. He became like world famous, and he was getting paid like, I think it was like 18 or 20 something dollars an hour. And he was being like, he was literally, his boss was younger than him. And he said, you need to continue to become a student. If you don't continue to become a student, you don't learn new shit. And if you don't learn new shit, you don't grow. So, you know, rather than attacking a tool, you know, attack yourself. Look on the inside and say, why ain't I getting this tool? Why can other people get it and I can't? And become a student again. You know, it's really not that bad, you know. I know the feeling that you get when you've been doing something for a certain amount of time and you're like, no one's going to tell me shit. But listen, you don't grow when you stay there. When you stay in that spot, there's no growth. If you want to grow as a window cleaner, you want to grow in life, you got to fucking continue to become a student. Find new shit that you don't understand and become brand new at it. Or later.